Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields steps away to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 47.
Out of the gun, Fields. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Why are we doing this?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 2nd and 16. Fields eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early,
and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Fields taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Fields escaping the pressure right. And Gordon's got it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Fields being chased out left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Raheem Mostert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Raiders pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it around.
And now, as with every potential turnover, we're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a foul. And the Raiders have got him. Solomon Thomas forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields flushed out right. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Fights loose. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 56 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. From the gun, here's Fields. Dancing to it, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll look downfield for Waller.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields flush to his right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The last drive, remember, similar situation. The ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 1st down, Mostert stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good play defensively. It'll be a loss of 1. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 11 now. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 59 yards. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Coming to you,
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Fields escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Flushed out right. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 39, Fields buying time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Gordon, 70 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. 3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes firing complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now Jones. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah.
That's it, baby.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I can't believe they let you play.
Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. The Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night.
Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Packers, and it's coming up next.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. First carry for Josh Jacobs. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla. Once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
Fields on first down. They'll try to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st down, Fields. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, think about this strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. Now a 1st down throw. Fields flush to his right. And he will find his man Luggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Off play action, Fields. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And it's a Packers touchdown. And looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some...
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the interception, Love got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now it's Fields. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. They took, and it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to let it go again. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the
22-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Touchdown, Packers! Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on second down. Fields. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A shotgun snap. Fields being chased out left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Out of the gun, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So it's halftime here on Sports Grid. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The Love's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Love. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Fields. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw. Fields.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Love. Under pressure, they got him again.
Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this.
And the pressure gets to him again. Solomon Thomas. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's Love. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 24, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields throwing again. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. To throw is Fields. Dancing to his, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Justin Fields. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They snap it to Fields, rolling to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yedem picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Love. This one caught by Crowder. Touchdown! Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Packers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
2nd and 11. Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They wanted that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions.